Hey, what's up everybody? Coming to you live from the depot, and today's video I just want to say that Rob reached out, and we are getting him his pack out and the $1,000 worth of tools. We finally heard from him, so we are sending that over, and we have another giveaway. If you like and subscribe to the video and write subscribed in the comments, we're giving away another Milwaukee pack out, 3-piece system plus $1,000 worth of Milwaukee tools, or DeWalt, whichever one you want. Like and subscribe, and we're giving away that setup. Today's video is going to be about what tool brand to buy into if you're starting a business. And I am coming to you, basically we're doing this brand versus this brand. But when I mean this brand, I also mean that brand down there. It's basically intro level tools versus, you know, the most powerful in the game. And I am talking to you as someone who I started a business with Ryobi tools, and yeah, I started the business with these, and I currently run these, and we're gonna talk about that experience and what is right for you. So the first thing I want to point out with Ryobi is these prices, right? This is a decent drill right here, 59 bucks, right? You're talking about starting a business. I started a home repair business. Let me tell you what I'm in. I started a home repair business where my situation was I needed a whole lot of different tools, and I didn't want to necessarily spend, you know, $249 or $215 every time I needed to upgrade and get a tool for a specific job. And these prices are a little misleading because a lot of this stuff is on sale right now, but real deal is that these red and yellow brands can get extremely expensive, right? So that's what got me interested in this line over here, where if I need something, I could get it brand new for a lot of times. The prices look like this, right? You get a lot of bang for a little bit of buck, and that's what made this brand so attractive. We're talking about performance. Brutally honest, yes, of course, the red and the yellow brands are going to outperform them generally. When you're buying this brand, and why I chose this brand is because of the consistency of power. When you buy this brand and it has Milwaukee and fuel written on it, you are consistently getting the best of the best performance-wise of what the industry has to offer. It's an expectation of quality. It's an expectation of power. You don't have to ask if this is going to be able to do the job. Over here, you might have to ask that from time to time. And I'm going to go into that, right? So one thing about Ryobi, I will say that what I loved is I could get new tools for very, very cheap. I could come to the store and I could get something that will do the job that I want. They always have deals like this. A 2-pack, $149. You got a 6-pack, $149. You can get a large variety of tools, and it's not gonna break the bank. You can afford it, right? Or that's what I liked. I amassed a massive collection of these tools, and we're talking new. The prices are very, very good, right? $49 for a jigsaw, $79. Man, I mean the prices are just, you cannot beat this price point. And then we talk about the used market. If I need to go pick up used tools, oh my gosh, you'd be shocked what I could find for $30, right? Pretty much, I got everything I needed to start a business. As far as capability, these tools have been able to adequately perform the job, except for 2 situations where I ran them until smoke started coming out of them, right? That is the drawback. It depends on what your usage is, right? But I've ran this brand, and 2 of the tools, I got smoke to come out of them, and only at that time did I see that this brand was having a special, that they had a reciprocating saw, and it came with the saw and the battery, and I believe it was 99 bucks. And that's where I changed my strategy. My strategy is, this was the brand that I'm for sure going to have the tools for the job. In a lot of cases, it is still the right tool for the right job. I did a through the wall install, had to be squared, plumbed, the whole deal, and I have a planer, the Ryobi planer, and that was absolutely adequate for that job, to make sure that it was planed and it was square. So a lot of the jobs, this is the right tool for the job. When I have to cut wood, I have this. This is great for cutting 1x6s, 2x4s, everything. I've never had a problem with this, and I don't cut enough wood to have to upgrade to a contractor grade piece of equipment. Even though I am, you know, I run the business, but the price point is a lot. I mean, this is a 6.5, and that's you know, one size smaller. But I mean, right now the prices on this are very, very good. But back then, you know, $240, $259 for a Sawzall versus, I mean, let's go to the HP line over here. Just see what it's running. Oh, there it is, $129. So I mean, that's a significant difference in price. So basically, this brand, I had every single tool that I ever needed for a job, and I can go out there and meet customers, do the job right, and get the referrals, and make the phone start ringing over and over again, to where I could afford to get into this line for more specialized tool. I'll tell you what I run every single day though. I run this set right here, the 12 hammer and the 12 impact, and you get both, plus a big 4 amp hour battery and one of the smaller, you know, batteries or whatever for $179. This set is, you know, I keep the hammer drill in the car. I mean, this does hammer drilling effectively. Very rarely do I have to pull anything else out of the vehicle. So that's what I like. I will say about this brand, there are a couple tools that I have made smoke come out of them. All right, and I don't want to point fingers specifically at which tools, but you know, if you're doing a demo, if you're expanding the size of a door from 32 inches to 36 inches, and you have to cut through some stuff, you might want to invest in the performance. Right, that's just all I'm gonna say. That's just all I'm gonna say. And then once you have, let's tell you about running a brand like this, you never have to worry about if it's gonna do the job or not. So right now, basically, you know, these are my main go-tos, but I still keep, I keep this tool in the car. I have this tool. So I have different blades, different setups that I use, one for sanding, one for getting through metal, wood, or whatever. For the more hardcore applications, I'm gonna run this bad boy over here, right? But it is nice having backup tools. So that's what worked for me. This got me into the business and got me working, that it wasn't a $5,000 upfront commitment. I could literally go get stuff for between $30 and $100 and have all the tools for all the different jobs that I needed. And I didn't have to turn down jobs. And this did the trick. And never have I been to a job and not been able to complete it with this line of tools. This is, a lot of people say that this is DIY brand. I would say that the non-HP stuff is DIY, but it depends on how hard you use it. This will absolutely hold up for a paid job. If you use it every single day, 8 hours a day, you might want to, you know, go a red or yellow brand. But if you use it every now and then, yes, it's going to be able to do the job adequately. Will this one be a little bit faster? Probably, yes, it will. But I can at least have the tool without having to break, you know, $200 to $300 for the right tool for every single job. So this started the business, and once the business was rolling, I got into here. Even with smoke coming out of some of these tools, it still got the job done. And then I went and replaced it with one that would never, ever happen. I would say if I was doing it again, the stuff that you're using every day, you want to get HP. And the difference is the high performance, the HP, it comes with the battery. Ryobi's got like a new style of battery that has more terminals on it. The old style, the regular stuff, I believe just has these two. And the new stuff, I think, has one or two more depending on the battery. So it gets more power into these tools, and you will notice a performance difference. So what I'd say is, if you're starting your own business and you want to have every tool for the job very quickly and very cheaply, this is a great way to set up. I mean, look at what you get for $179. You get a Sawzall light, angle grinder, oscillating tool, scrubber, circular saw, blower, sander, and a vacuum. This is an entire handyman home repair business for $179. You're not going to beat that, and it's all HP. Comes with 2 batteries and a recharger. This, you know, I mean, maybe you might want to get a bigger battery, but you know, you got a 2-pack of, well, I mean, sometimes the Ryobi battery deals are crazy. They get like 2 packs of 4 amp hours, 2 packs of 6 amp hours. Here, right here, 2-pack of 4 amp hour batteries for $79. We compare that to Milwaukee. Milwaukee has a 2-pack of 6 amp hour batteries. Right now it's on special for $199, but I believe that I just saw the same setup for $279. It was something, it was dramatically higher. This is a special price. 1 battery, $179. This is a great battery. The 6 is a great battery, but the batteries, they can break your bank on the more expensive brands. The other half is that once you invest in them, they're going to be the best quality batteries, and they'll last you forever, right? So I would suggest, if you are going to start with this brand, go HP. The difference on this is $99 for the oscillating tool versus, I think it was $59 or $79. It's a little bit of difference. Is it worth the extra $20? I would say yes, because you're going to get the better amount of performance, and you're not going to have to worry about if it's going to do the job. I mean, this right here, you start an entire business for $179. You can't beat that. The only thing that is this the hammer drill. This is not the hammer drill, but this is a great drill. This is a great drill, and besides going through concrete, I rarely find, if I didn't go through concrete, I never would have had to get out of that. But it depends what you're looking for. So I have this one in the truck. If I run out of batteries, that's a go-to. That will do all these different kinds of installs, man. It's, you know, it's great. So this will get you started. Look at this, 2 batteries. These ones, I would suggest probably getting the one with the high performance batteries, the ones with the silver on the bottom. Yeah, the higher performance batteries mixed with HP, you're gonna be able to do some like legitimate work that is worth the money, because at the end of the day, they're hiring you and they're hiring your skills. The man uses tools, but the tools don't make the man, right? And this is a way to start a business that you're not making $20 an hour. You're not submitting to someone and working and breaking your back to make someone else rich. You're actually getting paid the money, and this is a great way to put yourself out there and start getting, getting paid what you're worth. You got the experience and you need to get a big variety of tools. This will do the trick. These ones, I'll tell you how I buy these ones. These ones, I buy them selectively. I don't pay full price for Milwaukee. What I do is if I need the job done, I have the Ryobi tools that'll do it. But if Milwaukee is running some sort of crazy special, like $179 for an M12 impact and hammer drill combo with 2 batteries, I'm going to jump on that. And I'm slowly phasing out the Ryobi tools with the higher power Milwaukee ones. I would say that these are comparable in power to the Ryobi stuff, but they're so much smaller and they're just a pleasure to use, and they just pack a punch in a nice tight package. These are for sure my everydays. These are the nicest tools to use. And then if we're going, this stuff, what I do, I wait for the specials. When you get the tool plus a bigger battery, 5 or 6 amp hour, then I'll jump on that. Then I'll jump on here. This would be nice. This is great. Pipe cutter for plumbing, $149. So right now, everything's kind of on special. This is a good time to get in here. 2 of the high output batteries for $79. I think these are 3 amp hours. This is the time to stock up. But these can be over $200 a lot of the time, right? So that's pretty much what I'm doing. I have every tool that I need. And if there's ones that I want to just improve the performance a little bit and it's a really, really good special, I'll go ahead and jump in that line, right? But rethinking the whole situation, I see a brand like Rigid. And a lot of times I think that if I just, this is more entry level into the business. This is top of the line, right? But a lot of times these tools are more power than I need. It's just, it's a luxury. It's like I would say that these ones are like, like a Nissan Altima, Toyota Corolla. These are everydays that'll get you to where you need to go. These are Ferraris. And a lot of times, if you're just waking up having coffee, Ferrari might be a little bit too much power to be dealing with morning traffic. A lot of times there's so much power on these tools that it kind of, between you and me, it makes me nervous a little bit, unless I'm like, I need to be on my A game because they're so powerful. So a brand like Rigid is good middle of the road, where Milwaukee's running $399 for the impact hammer drill combo. They're running $249. $149 for 2 4 amp hour batteries. It's a little bit more expensive than Ryobi. But I don't think, if I started with this brand, I never would have had to even think probably about getting over because there wasn't enough power. This brand has a lot of power and they also have very, very good deals. And a lot of their stuff, I see them, their new stuff is put head to head with the red and yellow brands, and this one will beat it or outperform it, or if it's behind it, it's not behind it by very much. You get a lot of power. The one thing I noticed about the Rigid line, and this is like, replaying it from the beginning, is like, look how extensive the green line is, and then look how extensive the red line is. They have so many specialized kinds of tools. You're not gonna be put in the position where you can't find the tool for the trade you're in. Rigid has a much smaller offering. It's a lot of drills, right angle drills, cutting tools, these kinds of things. So you wanna make sure, if you're doing standard stuff, this is a great combination of power and price. This is a respected brand in the trades. You can bring this to the job site. No one will ever, snicker, think they're better than you or their tools are better. This is a powerhouse, respected brand in commercial settings with great prices. The only thing is, honestly, Ryobi, that battery line, there's so many tools for just camping and stuff that you wouldn't even think that you got the batteries when I go camping, I bring Ryobi products with me every single time. They got like tire inflators I carry it in my car all the time. I think it was like $24. My tires are always at best PSI. It has an air mattress inflator, so I can inflate my mattresses, all that kind of stuff. There are so many cool products in the Ryobi line that once you're in their battery system, you don't even know the kind of cool stuff that you're going to use with Ryobi products. So I really love Ryobi for that. They have everything you need for the job. They have everything you need for home. They have like hot glue guns and stuff like that. Just really, really cool product line. This brand, I hate to say it, I think DeWalt and Milwaukee are really bringing it to the table as far as innovation. These guys, I haven't really seen anything that would make me want to switch over. If you're in this line, grab the battery deals when you can. I could not recommend this as a starter brand. I think it's overpriced for what you're getting, and it just doesn't compete. And the one reason that I picked Milwaukee is the last point. Milwaukee over DeWalt. So let me talk about DeWalt for a second. DeWalt has the most powerful, where's it at? Where's that XR? DeWalt is bringing the most powerful stuff to the game. Like, I mean, look at this price right here, $129. These are the highest quality tools. The XR series on DeWalt is phenomenal. What's the price coming in? DeWalt, I've been looking at DeWalt for a while. So the XR stuff right here, this is going to be the most powerful in the game, right? And their prices are really, really good. Here's the XR hammer drill plus the impact for $299, plus this new battery system is really amazing. It comes with 2 batteries, $299, and they just had a special. You also get a free tool, right? So DeWalt is a lot of times at where Milwaukee is at in power or above. But the thing that I noticed about DeWalt is that there's not a consistency of quality. Some of their tools are the best of the best, and other ones are not, right? Some of their tools head-to-head against Milwaukee, they get smoked. It's not even like a fair comparison. I've seen this brand lose to very cheap brands in comparison. It's because there is not a standard of quality. That's what I saw about DeWalt. DeWalt has the best stuff out of all the brands, but then also there's going to be stuff where it's not where you want it to be. And with DeWalt, I find that you have to kind of research the specific tool that you're buying. If you want to research the tool and see how it stacks up to the competition, their tools will meet and exceed performance demands and competitions. But then there's also stuff in the line that is not competitive, right? And that's why I went Milwaukee, because Milwaukee has a standard of excellence. You get that red, you get that fuel, you're getting the best of the best. You don't have to think about it. I don't have to, it's like going to Harvard. You don't have to explain Harvard. It is synonymous with quality. And then DeWalt has some really, really great stuff that will blow Milwaukee out of the water, but then they have some stuff that won't. And that's why I went red. But I will say DeWalt, when the game changes, they reinvent the game, right? And they come out with new stuff and more powerful stuff that they saw what Milwaukee was doing, and they went back to the table and they invented stuff that blew it out of the water. Here's a good example. They have these hydraulic impacts, and I don't know which one is which because they have so many different kinds of impacts. But I know that out of these, one of them is going to be the best of the best. I just don't know which one it is. I'd have to go research it. And that's kind of my issue with DeWalt. It might be this one is the best of the best, or this one could not be. So I have to go research specific tools. Look how many different hammer drills they have. Which one is the best of the best? Which one isn't, And I find that the prices are usually similar between Milwaukee and DeWalt, even though right now these specials are crazy. $299, what is it? They had $299 for the hammer and impact combo. If this is the best impact on the market, you know, you're not going to beat that, but I would have to research it, you know, before I would buy it. But if you want to do that little bit of extra research and plan your tool purchases, man. And then with this price, it's $100 less than Milwaukee. Plus, it's just at a free tool deal. $299 for a pretty significant startup. You got the hacksaw, oscillator, impact, and hammer driver right there. Atomic 20 volt max. See, I would just have to look up the Atomic versus the XR, which one is which, how is it in performance, and it was that little bit of annoyance that I just went Milwaukee, because it's always the best of the best. You ain't got to think about it. So that's pretty much like how I did it. You know, Ryobi got me every tool that I ever possibly could have needed. I had a full-blown business and I was up and working, and that's why I will always respect this brand. And yes, it brings it to the table, and only in certain situations did I need more power. So that's what I did. I got in a way that didn't break the budget. I focused on the business, not the tool. You could buy any tool you want. You could buy the, you know, what's that brand, that really expensive one out of Switzerland? You could buy that, but if you're not getting any business, you're just, you know, you're not making any money. You know, you're gonna end up going out of business, you know. So I focus, start the business and then upgrade where you need, and selectively I got into the best of the best stuff, and I'm very, very happy with where I'm at right now. If you don't need the extensive line of Ryobi, I probably would recommend Rigid as a starter brand, because their prices are incredible. They have really, really power. They got everything you need in terms of power. Their price point is usually around $20 more expensive. It's worth the extra 20 bucks. But the line, the limited amount of the line, if you know, just Ryobi, they come out with cool gizmos and just stuff like this, right? You don't need it until you see it, and then it's like, you know, 60 bucks. That could come in handy. I got the battery system for it. So I really, really love the Ryobi battery line. This is by far the funnest tool brand ever. It's so much fun. It's so much fun, but it does look super professional when you're showing up with this. And then also other contractors, they judge you by your tools. You show up for that, you're asking for, you know, as far as negotiating pay is concerned, if you're asking for the better money, I don't think you should show up with these tools, you know, like, you know, first impressions are what they are. If you show up running a flagship from a flagship brand, either red or yellow, contractors are going to respect that. If you're negotiating subcontracting, you show up with Ryobi, they might, this is kind of just, it's viewed as a DIY brand. As far as quality of the tools, they're great. Homeowners don't care. They don't care. They love it. They love it. In fact, they kind of like these colors a lot. You know, they say, hey, nice looking tools. They are great looking tools. They have the power. They get the job done. But if you're negotiating subcontracting rates, you show up with this stuff, they're going to take you, in my experience, a little bit more seriously. So that's all. And thank you guys for getting near 1,000 subscribers. We're doing a Milwaukee pack out giveaway, 3-box set plus $1,000 worth of Milwaukee tools. Like, subscribe, write subscribe in the comments and which trade you're in, and let's hook you guys up with some tools when we get to 1,500 subscribers. So we need 500 more. Wish you guys the best. Go out there and make money. Bye-bye.